In May 2017, I got an email from my husband at the time saying that he wanted to personally inform me that he is now remarried. What? Remarrying when our marriage is not dissolved? I was in total shock. I separated from this man after 18 years because he was abusive. I was raising all our 4 children, including one with severe disabilities, all by myself, without any moral or financial support from him. And 4 years later, without giving me a divorce, he goes ahead to remarry. I felt deeply wounded and cheated, and I had to start working on repairing the damages that this relationship has caused. So was this a healthy or an unhealthy relationship? That is our theme for this month, and I want you to put your comment in the chat. Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Eyum, and on this channel I share with you the information and the inspiration that you need to overcome adversity. Welcome to a new month. This month I'm going to be speaking on building healthy relationships. So what is a healthy relationship? A healthy relationship is one that builds you up, not tear you down. I'm sure every one of us have an experience of a relationship that you are in and builds you up. You're with some people and they keep encouraging you, they keep building you up, they keep giving you resources to build yourself up, they keep encouraging you to go to higher heights. They say affirmative words to you. Those are relationships that build you up. For instance, a healthy relationship will build you up spiritually, it will build you up physically, it will build you up mentally, it will build you up financially. There are some relationships that I am in and they encourage me to build up my spiritual life. They encourage me to pray more. When I have an issue that I would have reacted otherwise, they encourage you that no, this is look beyond what is happening in the physical. Pray. And that is a healthy relationship because it's building me up. And at the end of the day, I'm happy about the decisions I made because of that relationship. A healthy relationship will challenge you to develop yourself. Or go for more, study more, improve yourself. Don't you know that your value will improve if you get this qualification, if you do this course, if you do that, if you read this book? They keep recommending things that build you up. So a healthy relationship builds you up, not tear you down. Many of the relationships that we find ourselves, like I just told you the story of what happened in my marriage, that relationship was not building me up. It was abusive, and that is why I had to separate myself out of that relationship. And another thing again about a healthy relationship is that a healthy relationship enhances our lives. So if you have a relationship that makes your life feel richer, it enriches your life, you are happy most of the time. I'm not saying there's any relationship that you'll be in and there will not be sadness. There will not be hurting of each other's feelings, because at the end of the day we are all human. Knowingly or unknowingly we hurt one another's feelings. So there's no perfect relationship. I'm well aware of that. But they are healthy relationship that someone will not intentionally hurt you. And by the way, when I'm talking about relationship, I'm not talking about romantic relationships alone. We have relationship among siblings. We have relationship with our colleagues. We have relationship with people that we go to church together, we go to mosques together. We have relationship in our social gatherings. So relationship is an inevitable part of life. And the truth is that we were created for relationship. God created us for relationship. So man is not meant to be by himself. Humans are not meant to be by themselves. We are meant to be in relationship with one another. So in this life, whether you are in a romantic relationship or not, you will always be in a relationship. We have relationship, we have family relationship between parents and children, between siblings. And we find that all I'm talking about relates to all this kind of relationship. So healthy relationship, I say, enhances our life. So a relationship that you are miserable most of the time, a relationship that they keep putting you down, keep saying abusive words to you. And like I said, this even applies to parents. I've met people that have talked about how damaged they were growing up because their parents were always saying negative things to them. They were always abusing them. They were always comparing them maybe to their other siblings and telling them how useless they were. And those words hurt. Those words damage. That wasn't a healthy relationship. Because as you are saying those words to that particular person, the person is miserable. The person's self-confidence is destroyed. The person's self-esteem is destroyed. And that is not a healthy relationship. So a healthy relationship enhances you. It enriches your life. It's a relationship that when you are with the person, you are happy most of the time because the person is adding value to your life. A healthy relationship lifts us up. It doesn't tear us down. Have you been in a relationship with some people and all they want to do is just to tear you down? Maybe the person is feeling insecure with what you are doing or what you have accomplished. And in their attempt to make themselves feel good, they rubbish what you have done. They tear you down. They commonize what you have done. That is not a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship lifts you up. It doesn't bring you down. So any relationship that you are in, and most of the time when you're in the presence of that person or you leave the presence of that person, you feel lower than before you came into the presence of that person. That is not a healthy relationship. We are meant to lift each other up. When somebody is discouraged, the other person is supposed to lift the person up. So any relationship that keeps pulling you down is not a healthy relationship. And a healthy relationship also brings out the best in us. I was reading a book and the person asked a question. He said, "Who is your best friend?" And the person that this question was asked to kept quiet for a while and was thinking. I'm sure the person was just thinking of all the friends. Oh, who is my best friend? Who do I love? Who does this for me? And then while the person was taking time to answer the question, the one that asked the question now said, "Your best friend is the person that brings out the best in you." Your best friend is the person that brings out the best in you. Wow. When I read that, I said, this is powerful. Truly, my best friend is the person that brings out the best in me. And when I heard that, I started evaluating the friends that I have. And the person that I now realize brings out the best in me most of the time was not even one of the people I was thinking was my best friend. But when I heard that definition, it made me to realize that truly, my best friend is the person that brings out the best in me. And truly, there are some people that brings out the worst in us. That if you were in a good mood before you met this person, they are going to say something or do something that may make you say something that you will regret later. They are going to do something that will make you feel bad about yourself. They are going to put you down and rubbish what you have done. That will make you to start second-guessing yourself. That is not your best friend. Your best friend brings out the best in you. They see the best in you, even when you are at your worst. Even when you've not acted accordingly, they still believe in you. They still encourage you. They still challenge you to greater heights. So your best friend is the person that brings out the best in you. And a healthy relationship is with people that will bring out the best in you. So if you're in any relationship and the best in you is being suppressed, the best in you is not encouraged to come out, that is not a healthy relationship. And then a healthy relationship is also a relationship that has synergy. What is synergy? Synergy is when we say 2 plus 2 equals 5. Under normal circumstances, 2 plus 2 is 4. That is the arithmetic that we're taught in primary school. But when there is synergy, 2 plus 2 is not equals 4. 2 plus 2 is equals 5. So a healthy relationship It's a relationship that when you come together with that person, both of you accomplish more than each of you individually would have accomplished. Both of you accomplish more than when they put your two individual accomplishments together. And that is when 2 plus 2 equals 4. When my 2 plus your 2, we bring it together, it equals 4. But when there is synergy and we bring our 2 plus 2 together, because of that synergy, that extra factor, it adds an extra value to the value that we both bring into the relationship. And then our 2 plus 2 now equals 5, not 4. So a healthy relationship is a relationship that has synergy. I believe it's because of this synergy that the Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 that 2 people are better off than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. And also, a healthy relationship is one that you are relaxed most of the time. You don't have to put up a show when you are with this person or with this group of people. So if you are trying to force your way into any relationship, you are trying to impress any person or any group of people that you are stressed most of the time, that is not a healthy relationship. Because in a healthy relationship, you will be yourself. Even though, yes, they encourage you to move out of your comfort zone. They encourage you to do more because they see more in you. But you are not under any stress to perform. You are just comfortable being yourself. And they are comfortable accepting you as yourself, even though they encourage you to keep improving and getting better. Of course, in all relationship, there will be times that there are stress because issues of life arises. But when you are in a relationship that one of the parties is stressed physically, mentally, all the time, that is not a healthy relationship. Because like you and I know, stress is not good for us. Because if we are stressed all the time, we are emotionally stressed, we are physically stressed, we are going to have a breakdown. We're going to have health issues. So a healthy relationship is a relationship that does not put you under stress all the time. I'm going to end by giving us this quote. The quote is by Shannon Thomas. The quote says, "A healthy relationship is a feast of affection and giving for both people involved, not one receiving crumbs and trying to convince themselves that it's enough." Are your relationships healthy? That is the question I want you to ask yourself. The relationship that you are in with your friends, with your spouse, with your family members, with your colleagues, is it a healthy relationship? Thank you once again for joining me. I'm going to be stopping here today, and next week I'm still going to continue on this subject of building healthy relationship, where we'll be digging deeper into this subject. So make sure you make it a date with me next week. And if you are watching this channel, you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Why don't you hit that subscribe button now, so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. So thank you once again, and I'll see you next week.